Today, we're going to try to make our maps a little more dynamic by having things move, like maybe a door. It opens and it closes. I'm going to show you right now, all right? So let's do it together. All right, as you can see here on the screen, I have this thing coming up and down, preventing my guy that if he gets hit by it, gets pushed back. And I'm going to want to make this soon is going to be very complicated. We're going to have things spin, we're going to have platforms move, and so on and so forth. But how do we get this one thing done? So right here's the code, and let's do it together real quick. Gotta get rid of it. All right. The first thing is I want to make the line smaller. All right. It's mostly very big. I want to make the line smaller, but I don't want to make it thinner because if it becomes too thin, it actually changes color. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the line, and then I'm going to go right here on costume. All right. Because instead of backgrounds, it's backdrops, and instead of like characters, they're costumes. So I'm going to click on costume. And all I'm going to do is take this little selection tool, select it, and make them bigger or smaller. There you go. Now you can make them fatter, stuff. So I wouldn't make him too small because you don't want to make him thin because then he would actually change color. So this is good. Keep it thick and so on and so forth. And then it saves automatically. I just go right back to code, and now you got this thick line and it hasn't changed color. So now I'm going to give it its code. I want whatever to happen to just keep on happening. I don't want it to have to depend on me. All right. So the first thing is I'm going to do is I want it to repeat. So that's in controls, and I want it to repeat forever. So I'm going to put that in. All right. The next thing is I want it to start with the beginning of the game. So when I go to events, I want it to go on the little click, the little green light. That means it starts. So basically I want it just to glide, hold for a second, glide, hold for a second. So that's pretty simple. I'm going to go to motion, and I'm going to have it glide to a location. All right. And here's right here, like, how do I know what X and what Y to do it to? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move it to where I want it to start. I'm going to grab it with my mouse, and right there, that's where I want it to start, or maybe a little closer. So this is 7 by 79. So let's just make it 7 by 80. That's easy. And I'm going to have it move, and then I'm going to have it wait a second. All right. Then I'm going to have to move it back. So I'm going to do another motion, and I'm going to do another glide. And now this is the next position I want it in. I want it right here. So I want it 7 by, it's right here. I'm going to make it 7 by -70. Why not? So 7 by -70. There we go. And I'm going to have it wait a second as well. So an event, control, wait a second, and there we go. Let's see if this works. So it closes, waits a second, comes across, waits a second, comes across, waits a second, and now I can control it. And if I get hit by it, let's see, because I went through it a second ago. Oh, there we go, perfect. So we are good. All right. So thank you for watching. You guys should all have now one dynamic movement in your maze, and you'll be graded accordingly. All right, everybody have a good day.